So today we have two budget smartphones from Umidigi, the G9T and the G9C. Both cost around $100, both run Android 14, both come with a 90Hz display and a 5000 mAh battery. Inside their boxes, both phones include a USB-C cable, a 10-watt charging brick, a rubber case, and the usual paperwork. So you're getting the same accessories either way. But despite their similarities, there are some key differences that may make one a better choice than the other. My name is Udi, I talk about tech. Let's shoot. Let's talk about the design first. The G9T and G9C are completely identical in terms of design. The only reason I can tell them apart right now is because the units I have are of different colors. Both phones come in black, blue, white, and green. They both have a matte finish and a nice pattern on the back that adds a bit of flair. The camera model, thickness, and overall dimensions are exactly the same. You also get the same physical features, a side-mounted fingerprint sensor, a headphone jack, and a hybrid SIM slot. So you have to choose between adding a second SIM card or a memory card. No dedicated micro SD card slot here. These are entry-level devices, so don't expect any IP rating or Gorilla Glass protection, but the G9C comes with a film screen protector already pre-applied. Now onto the displays. Again, both phones are using the same 6.75-inch IPS LCD with a 90Hz refresh rate. That refresh rate makes scrolling feel smooth and more responsive. Only the G9T allows you to change the refresh rate in the settings. The G9C is locked at 90Hz. Now, the resolution is only 720p though, so while the display is big and fluid, it's not the sharpest. Text can look a little soft and HD videos won't look super crisp, but for day-to-day use like browsing the web, watching YouTube, and scrolling through social media, it's fine. Now, here's where things start to get interesting. Performance. The G9T is powered by the Unisoc T606, while the G9C uses the MediaTek Helio G36. While the G36 might sound like a better processor, the T606 clearly has the edge. It's just a more capable processor overall. In day-to-day use, both phones feel responsive thanks to the 90Hz screen. Now, neither phone is blazing fast, but for basic tasks like browsing, texting, watching YouTube, and using WhatsApp, they get the job done. The G9T is a faster phone though. Apps open faster and you get less lagging on the G9T. If you're enjoying the video so far, hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel. We're on our way to 50,000 subscribers, so please help us reach our goal. When it comes to gaming, the G9T delivers smoother performance in light titles. Neither phone is a gaming powerhouse. You need to play at low graphic settings on both phones. But if you're playing something like Subway Surfers or Dream League Soccer or any other games, the G9T will feel snappier and more responsive. That said, the G9C does come with more RAM, 6GB compared to 4GB on the G9T. That extra memory does help with multitasking. But since both phones run a clean version of Android 14 with little to no bloatware, the difference in day-to-day use isn't huge unless you're someone who switches between a lot of apps frequently. Storage is identical on both models. You get 128GB of internal storage with micro SD card support. Both phones run Android 14 with a clean, near-stock UI. No bloatware, just a lightweight experience with basic features like gesture navigation, dark mode, and digital well-being tools. But here's where the G9C pulls ahead again. It supports NFC, which the G9T lacks. That means you can use the G9T for contactless payments or transit cards in supported regions, a rare feature at this price point. The software experience isn't exactly the same. The G9C has a slightly more modern look in the quick settings panel. It feels a bit more updated visually, but once you dive into the actual settings menus, the G9T surprisingly has more features. For example, in the battery settings page, the G9T gives you more control options and deeper settings overall. It's the same story in a few other areas too. So while the G9C looks cleaner at first glance, the G9T actually offers more functionality. In terms of software depth, I would say the edge goes to the G9T. Let's talk cameras. The G9T has a 13 megapixel main sensor and the G9C upgrades that to a 50 megapixel main sensor. The front cameras are similar, 8 megapixel on both. Now I'm going to show you samples on both and let me know which one you prefer in the comments below. Hey guys, so after checking out the pictures on both of these phones, the G9C actually takes way better pictures and it's not even close. Now how about for video? Now both of them are capable of 1080p 30 fps video, which is what I'm shooting at right now. So which one looks better? Which one do you prefer? For the selfie camera, it's limited to 720p. So if you want to take videos with these phones, you want to use the main cameras, that's the rear cameras like I'm doing right now. I'm not seeing the screen, but yeah, which one do you think looks better? Let me know in the comments. Battery life is the same on both, 5000 mAh, and that can easily last the whole day. And both phones charge via USB-C at up to 18 watts, but you get a 10 watts charger in the box. Charging from 0 to 100% on both phones will take more than 3 hours using that 10 watts charger. So, which phone is better? Here's the thing, both the G9T and the G9C have their strengths. The G9T comes with a slightly more powerful processor and more detailed system settings, which might appeal to someone who values a bit more control or plans to do some light gaming. On the other hand, the G9C offers more RAM, a fresher looking UI, and better camera performance overall, which might make it more appealing for everyday use and multitasking. Since both phones cost the same, around $100, it really comes down to what matters more to you, raw performance and deeper settings or better cameras. So now the big question is, if you had to pick just one, which would it be and why? Drop your answer in the comments, and if this video helped you out, give it a like and subscribe for more simple, honest tech videos like this one. My name is Udi, this is Udi Shoots, and you'll see me in my next video.